Hey guys, Allie with Abrams Spotlight Productions here, coming back to you with video number 2 in our trick reveal for our recent production of The Play That Goes Wrong. If you missed video number 1, never fear, I'll put a link to that video down in the description down below. But this is just a continuation of Mr. David Jolly, our technical director, as well as his special assistant, Al Stino, showing us all the tricks from The Play That Goes Wrong. So let's continue on. Okay, so moving on, we're going to talk about the sword play that's done in the show. So I would say probably middle of the first act, you have 2 actors that do some fun sword play, and here's our swords right here. So talk us through this gag and these tricks.
There's two things that happen during that are supposed to happen during this. One is this sword is supposed to break. The actor holding this sword, the sword actually breaks. And the second part of this trick is during the sword play, this actor steps back and uses this motion and thrusts it in this position, and the sword comes up through the floor of the second floor.
So let's talk about that first.
Okay.
Where does he put it in? And that has to be kind of difficult for the actor to hit that mark every single time, I would imagine.
It is. So what I did for the actors, I put a funnel down here.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's what that green...
That green marks the center of the funnel.
Okay. So let me get underneath here.
Sure.
Oh, there's the funnel.
There's bars on either side here.
Okay.
That are directing this into the funnel.
Oh, thank you, Al, with some lighting.
Yep. So you can see the sword goes down along these bars and gets directed into this funnel.
Okay, so even if he's not 100% on,
accurate.
It will help guide him.
Guide that in.
Gotcha. Okay, so why don't you show us, now that we saw the underside of it, why don't you do the trick and then you can kind of show how it goes up through the floor.
Okay, so he's playing with the sword here, and he comes here, hits this.
Oh, there it is, and then up through the
and the actor is standing up here, and this comes pretty close to his legs,
and then they get scared.
So it's a little scary for that actor.
So then there's another trick with the other sword. Do you want to show us that trick? Sure.
So at one point, it's hard to get off, or the actor mimes it's hard to get off. It's held on by magnets, and he's fighting. We're fighting together here, and then he steps back, gets hit by that, and it falls off,
and it drops off. So so all he does is he takes the sword and puts it down, and it falls off naturally.
Exactly. So there's 2. This sword is fixed directly from the blade to the handle.
Okay.
Correct? This sword is fixed from the handle to the cuff, and the blade is left loosely positioned.
In there.
Yeah, it just slots in here loosely.
Okay.
So as he tips down, the blade just falls, out of the sword. So he still has the handle, and these 2 guys are still fighting. Cling, cling, ching, 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 ching,
slash.
Yeah, slash. And so they still, and when this sword goes up through here, he has to just mime without the sword. So they're just sword fighting without having physical operating swords.
Nicely done, Mr. Stino. Nicely done.
Yep. So he'll just push that back in. You won't see this. So when he pushes this in, you won't see it because it's sitting inside a hollow spot. But it indeed is just in there.
And it falls right out.
And falls out.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, so the next gag or trick we're going to talk about is this clock. So tell us a little bit about this clock. What's going on with it?
Well, it's a grandfather's clock that's referred to throughout the show, and one of the unique things, it's always set at 5 o'clock, no matter what. When they
I noticed that.
They refer to something happening at midnight, it's 5 o'clock.
Yes.
So that's just one of the unique things about it. This is waterproof, which I'll explain a little bit later.
Yep.
And so it just looks like a clock, but it is a working clock in that it has to come out, and it has to hold a person. It has to hold an actor.
So it's big enough to hold.
It's big enough, and it's strong enough because it gets picked up during the show, lifted up and placed on this sofa. So it has to be light enough to be able to be picked up, and strong enough to tolerate the action of moving it around and holding somebody.
Okay. So how do the actors get in there? Okay.
So you can get in through the front, This is just one of the other gates, or you can get in through the back.
Okay.
So that's why I call it a portal.
Oh,
Because
so there's a door on
there's
the
a
back.
door in the back that the actor can reach from the back and open this up,
Okay.
and they can go in from the front with it closed, open it up, and get out of it if
Okay.
they need to.
And so when it's tucked into its
I'll
home,
Yep, I will show you what happens.
so there's its home.
Yep, and there's a wall here. So where do you go? Because you can't get out of this. This is hinged.
Okay. So it's a little trick wall, big
It's
wall.
a trick wall.
Yep.
So it closes and stays. It stays put with a magnet, and so it indeed looks like just an alcove that a clock goes in. But the actor can open this up, open the back of the clock up, get in it or get out of it, and go through this
Nice.
wall. So we'll put the
So right
clock
now,
back in.
David Jolly is going to put the clock back. There was nobody in that little alcove.
Right. And the
Al
wall's,
Stino's going to go around, and he's going to go.
the wall's closed right now.
The wall is closed. Setting it up. Al's going around
Yep.
backstage. He's setting himself up into the clock.
Closing the back door.
He's closing the back door.
You ready, Al?
And there he is. Hello. Nice job. So that was it with video number 2. So thank you for joining us. Make sure that you're following us along. And thank you for joining us. Let us know in the comments what you think about these videos. And they're really cool. I just really like it. So thanks so much.